Welcome to Mini Movies. Today I'm going to explain a 2020 Japanese film called The Promised Neverland, which is an adaptation of the manga series of the same name. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The film begins with a baby crying in her mother's arms. The baby is now a young girl, Emma, who wakes up excited. Emma is the sweetest girl who's always happy and feels blessed to belong to the most wonderful orphanage called Grace Field House. The orphans are all looked after by the most thoughtful and wonderful mother, Isabella, who everyone calls Mama. The children live like one big happy family, and Emma is like an older sister to all, who wakes them every morning and fixes their hair. The children have all their needs taken care of, with special attention to a healthy diet and their education. Emma, Ray, and Norman are the smartest of all the children and get perfect scores on tests. The children are free to do as they please and usually play games and run around in the meadow outside the orphanage. There is, however, one strict rule. No child can leave the orphanage premises beyond the fence around the meadow, and no child is allowed outside at night. As a result, the orphans have no memory or knowledge of the outside world, as they arrive in the orphanage as infants and leave the orphanage when a foster family adopts them. One day, a little girl, Connie, very dear to Emma, says her final goodbyes as Mama takes her to meet her new foster family. The kids are teary but wish her well, and Connie promises to write them letters. As Isabella leads Connie to the exit gate of the orphanage, Emma and Norman find Connie's beloved stuffed toy lying on the ground. Emma wants to take the toy to Connie, but hesitates, as leaving the orphanage at night without Mama is strictly not allowed. Ray, however, convinces them to go and to worry about getting scolded later. Norman and Emma sneak out and find an abandoned van, and no one is in sight. They wonder how Isabella and Connie could have left so fast. Emma peeks into the van and lets out a cry. Norman then comes to see what she finds, and finds Connie dead in the van with an arrow to the heart. Suddenly, giant, weird-looking monsters emerge. Norman and Emma quickly hide under the van. The monsters discuss how the human brain is the best meat to devour. The monsters say that the meat coming from this farm has been the best and is saved for rich elite demons. Norman and Emma realize that the kids at the orphanage are cattle being raised on a farm. The well-fed and intelligent kids have tastier brain meat for demons to devour. They're horrified to see their beloved Mama come there and give them the names of the three tops of the class. The monsters are excited to eat their brains next, and Isabella promises that she'll bring them next shipment. The monsters smell human and look under the van, but Norman and Emma manage to escape just in time. Isabella finds Connie's stuffed toy lying under the van and gets suspicious. Norman and Emma are completely devastated and run beyond the fence to come to a large wall. Emma refuses to believe anything that she saw was true. Norman removes his collar and says he now understands what the barcodes on the kids' necks signify. It was the number assigned to them as they were assigned to a farm. Norman wants to run away, but Emma says that she won't leave a single child behind. Norman and Emma need to think of a plan to escape without raising suspicion with Mama, but they realize that she already knows the truth as she's purposely shown them her navigation compass for the first time. The compass allows her to track every kid on the farm. This means that the child has a transmitter somewhere on their body. Norman and Emma build a rope and test how they can climb over the wall. Just then, Ray finds them and demands to know the truth. Norman tells him everything and fears that Ray won't believe him. To their surprise, Ray immediately believes everything and tells them that the three of them should run away. He calls Emma an idiot for wanting to stay behind for the other kids. That same night, Isabella makes her next move. She introduces the kids to another caretaker of the orphanage, Crone. Isabella informs Crone that she knows that Norman and Emma know the truth, but she can't hand them over to the demons, as they're the best products she's ever made. Crone is a big, scary woman who has a devious plan to find proof against these kids and expose the kids and Mama Isabella and take over the farm as the new Mama. Norman believes that one of the kids is Mama's spy, as Mama seems to know everything they know. He sets a trap by informing two fellow orphans, Don and Gilda, about the truth. The two are devastated and shocked to hear the truth. They don't want to believe them, but realize that this is one reason why whoever leaves the orphanage never writes to them. Norman informs Emma and Ray that he told Don and Gilda about their escape plan with a rope, but told them two different places where the rope is hidden. Whichever place is missing the rope the next day will lead them to the spy. Later that night, a child slips a piece of paper under Mama's door with the location of the rope on it. The next day, Norman says the rope under his bed is missing, and he knows who the spy is. To Emma's surprise, he says the spy is Ray. Norman had cleverly told Ray a different hiding place, exposing him. Ray admits that he's known the truth about the orphanage since he was a little kid. He confronted Mama Isabella and made a deal with her that until it was time for his shipment to the demons, he would receive anything he desired from the outside world, as long as he spied on the other kids for her. Norman believes Ray isn't entirely loyal to Mama, as he never revealed the whole plan to escape to her. Norman asks Ray to become a double spy and mislead Mama while carrying out the actual plan. The actual plan is to train the other kids to escape by playing a game of tag and gathering enough supplies for the day of the escape. During the game of tag, Crone manages to corner the 5 kids who know the truth. However, she tells them that she's on their side and will tell them all they want to know. The children are suspicious of Crone, but still go into her room for the information anyway. Crone tells them that humans and demons were at war thousands of years ago. After years of war and no side winning, they came to an agreement called the Promise, an agreement to live in 2 separate worlds in peace, with neither disturbing the other. But some humans had to be left in the demon world and raise farms to become sacrifices for the demons. The next day, Crone sets out to conduct a raid on her own to gather evidence against the kids. Before she can find the device that Ray has invented to dismantle the transmitters in the children's ears, Isabella brings a letter to Crone. Isabella knew Crone's true intentions and got her removed from the farm. Crone knows that she's about to be sacrificed to the demons, so she leaves behind a pen on Norman's desk. The pen is her last revenge against Isabella before she dies, as she now truly wants the kids to escape. Crone is taken to the grandmother of all mamas, who sacrifices Crone to the demons. The kids know they need to act fast and decide to carry out their plan. Ray distracts Isabella, but she quickly realizes what's going on and locks him in a room. Isabella catches them before Emma and Norman even attempt to climb the wall. She tackles Emma to the ground, fracturing her foot in the process. Isabella says that there's no point in running from the inevitable, and they should be happy that she gave them the best life that she could. She tells Norman that tomorrow will be the day he gets adopted, or, in truth, sacrificed. Norman knows he can never run away alone, as Emma taught him to never leave anyone behind. Norman gives up and gets ready to be offered the next day, as this would mean saving everyone else's life. The same night, he finds a strange pin that Crone kept in his drawer. Emma and Ray are not ready to let Norman go. They convince him to run away before the shipment. They manage to distract Isabella while Norman climbs the wall. Norman sees a cliff below and walks on the wall. A few moments later, Norman returns to the farm with a smile on his face. He informs the devastated Emma and Ray that climbing the wall allowed him to map out what lies beyond the wall. The 3 share the most difficult goodbye as Norman is taken away. Norman is brought to a man who tells him that many humans have tried to help the children on the farm, but always fail. Norman smiles, saying that his friends are different and will not give up or leave anyone behind. A demon then devours him, but Norman dies with a smile on his face, happy with the love that he got from Emma in his life. Emma and Ray are devastated and depressed. Isabella believes that she's won the game. Months pass, and it's time for Ray to be shipped. The night before the shipment, Emma meets Ray in the dining room. Ray explains how he's always planning to burn the farm, along with himself, to give Emma and the kids a chance to run away. He lights the farm on fire. Isabella runs to save him, but realizes that it's a facade. Emma is seen running along with the kids, with Ray beside her. It's revealed that this was Norman's plan all along. He left Emma the letter with the pin Crone left on him. The letter instructed Emma to act like she gave up so that Isabella would not keep an eye on her. As Isabella had her eyes on Emma, Dawn and Gilda told the kids ages 10 and above the truth and had been training them for the escape. Norman had also predicted that Ray would try to burn himself, but left the last message to not give up. Emma promised the kids that she left behind that she'd come back for them. They managed to climb the wall and head to a spot that Norman found for them. They used the ropes and household items they brought along to cross the other side, as they had been practicing for the past few months. Just before Emma can cross, Mama Isabella catches up to them. She tells Emma that she was just like her and stood in the same spot where she's standing now. She would run away after the love of her life was sacrificed to the demons, but she could not cross the other side, as she had a baby in her womb. It's later revealed that the baby was in fact Ray. Emma tells Mama that she believes Mama will not stop them because she raised Emma to be a compassionate and loving girl. Emma crosses to the other side, and Mama Isabella does in fact not stop her. Mama feels satisfied that she raised her children the best that she could. She then goes to the grandmother and admits that the children escaped because of her and sacrifices herself to the demon. The children run through the jungle, but when some kids feel too tired to continue, Emma shows them the pen that Norman left her. She opens the pen, and a vision of an owl is seen. The owl will lead them to the city, where they'll finally be safe. The movie ends with Emma smiling into the sun shining bright on her face, knowing that she's finally escaped.